Okay, brothers. Next video, since I didn't get to do my saw today because of the parts missing, we'll start the next project, which is this work light. And you were thinking, well, he's showing a saw. He talked about another saw. You know, he's got a work light. What am I doing? Well, I'm remodeling bathrooms. I just have one bathroom that's half apart. Still need a wallpaper guy to come in and remove the wallpaper. That's probably a couple weeks off. I've got to rip out the toilet still. That's kind of like the last thing in the cabinet, which is half out. It's got, so I'm basically left the cabinet because it's got duct work from HVAC system that comes through that and into the floor. That kind of, you can tell the previous owner had to go through that, which made me order a new cabinet, because the cabinet I put in was ordered for there, had drawers in it, and of course the drawers weren't closed because that cabinet comes out, so, or that air extractor comes out underneath the cabinet, so I had to get basically an open door style cabinet instead, which has drawers on top. That's what was there before, that basic style, so that's what I bought instead. That's a week plus out for being able to be delivered, so right now I'm just assembling pieces and parts and getting stuff together, so getting equipment together, so nothing's going to happen too soon really for that. But at least I can put some stuff together. Hopefully this has all the parts. I'm going to hope. We'll see. So this is going to go together. Let's open the box. You can tell from the cigar, it's the same cigar last one. It's only half done, so I've been down here putzing around the garage for about 20 minutes. So let's see what we got. Oh, this is different. These little pull open things on both sides, I've never seen them. Okay, I guess I have. It's a double lid, okay. Just locked on both sides, I just haven't seen that. The instruction manual, we don't need no stinking instructions. I'll be reaching for those later, I'm sorry. Okay, some knobs. Okay. For those of the guys who are cigar guys, yes, I did not retrohale on that last puff. I was getting it out of my way. Cigars are a topic for another day. But I'll be curious of those of y'all that watch my videos. Are any cigar guys? I didn't have one yesterday. Saturday is usually my cigar day, but it was so wet and cold and raw outside. By the time I got done with all my chores, it was dark. It's just too raw to sit out here in the garage with the fan blowing on me, keep the smoke out. To do that. I'm feeling much better today. Got a hat on to keep the warmth. It's warmer today, but still it's upper 30s. My garage door is full open because I gotta get the smoke out in order to be allowed to smoke in the garage. I have to keep it ventilated well. Otherwise I will lose that privilege from the missus. Oh, okay, this isn't looking horrible. Okay. This is not looking horrible. Sometimes these little things could be the worst for a bazillion parts, but this is not. I'm seeing, besides the light piece in there, that's not too bad. This doesn't look too bad. All right, what we got? Of course, this concrete floor is cold because they say it's cold. The doors. It's raining out right now here in North Carolina, so it's chilly. But not yesterday. It was just too cold. I couldn't take it yesterday. Today's not bad. Yes, I'm from up north, so you think I'd be able to handle this a little bit better. But I've been down here for 15 plus years. My blood is thin. Okay, here's the two light sources. Cool. Okay, they're wired together. Okay, good. Okay, looks like they're going to cross somehow, but okay. So that's not looking too bad. These go into brackets. Okay, this is looking promising. All right. Doesn't look too bad. I see the on-off switch there. Oh, individual on-off switches on the back, just to point it out. This was $129 full retail at Lowe's. I like to get, there's some stuff I get at Lowe's and some stuff I get at Home Depot. I don't have true loyalty to either one. It's basically, what does one do better over the other? Things I don't like are at Home Depot. They're Husky brand wrenches, don't like them. I've had them, I've still got a remnant set that I'm giving to one of my sons. On and off on them. I've replaced it already with something better. They're just not precise, especially in the smaller sizes. Working on motorcycles, it's a metric set that I had. I'd never go out the standard set because I just didn't like the metric set. I was working on my two Honda motorcycles, his and her Honda motorcycles at the time, and those wrenches were not precise enough to use, so I replaced them. At the time, I think I got some Craftsman stuff, and I've got some better stuff too. Recently I've got some Icon wrenches. In the last 6 months, I bought a set of those. I can't remember what that was. Yeah, the metrics. I get the metrics in those, I believe. The standards I have Craftsman I've had for forever, never. They're old, original Sears Craftsmans, and they're 30 years old or better than 30. Yeah, actually, I've had them since my 20s, so yeah, they're pushing 40, and they still work great. They're fine. They're not pretty to look at. They're not chrome finished or anything like my Icons are. My Icons are pretty. They're pretty wrenches. Almost too. You just hate to use them because I won't put scratch in the chrome. They're so pretty. But I'm Jabber John. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. We got parts. What do I do with parts? I saw parts. What do I do with parts? Parts. Okay. Let me pause while I get parts. Okay, back again. Got the liquid thought medicine. This is a Doppelbock beer. They call it Doppelbock, which is dark beers. It's personally one of my favorite beers. Is a Doppelbock, especially it's winter. It's February. It's coming on the middle of I think what's today's date? Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, it's on the middle of February. So a nice dark Doppelbock beer is just my favorite this time of year. This was from Lidl. Their Doppelbock. Solid. It's good. I call this more middle of the road. This is probably a little bit lighter than a Guinness as far as strength wise, to kind of give you a flavor profile. Of course, a little sweeter. It's got a little bit of sweetness into it too. More almost obviously herbally. Spicy, yeah, not herb, spice. There's a little bit of spice to this. I like the Doppelbock. I've had some German ones that I really enjoyed. My current favorite Doppelbock that my son Sean got me introduced to is called Dragon's Milk, and apparently it got popular. It got introduced down here, and the price like immediately went up like $3-4 a 4-pack. The price just shot up because apparently it's popular. It is some good Doppelbock. So if you want to try a good beer, and you're willing to spend $15 for like a 4-pack, try that Dragon's Milk. Yeah, it's pricey. I don't get it often, and I don't have any right now, especially after spending a coin on this stuff. But it's not bad. So just wanted to mention that, give a little shout out. Haven't popped on a cigar in a couple of minutes, so better do that. And that's it for hardware. That's the whole hardware. So I guess we'll go ahead and do this whole video. Yes, I haven't sharpened the knife since you saw it a few minutes ago. I have not, and it's dull. It needs a sharpening. It really does. In my youth, I did not like Macanudos. I'm telling you, this. Not sure which one this is. I got a sample pack of Macanudos and Monte Cristos, both of which I have not smoked, tasted since my early 30s. So it's been a long stinking while, but I'm telling you, I'm liking me some Macanudo today. I'm really liking this. Ring gauge, I'm going to say that's like somewhere between a 46 and a 50, probably less than 50. But it's moderately puffy. Whoop, there goes a little ash, but yeah, it actually is dropping ash a little bit, so which tells me it's not the longest of long fillers. We'll put it that way. It's probably a short filler, but darn it, it's a solid, smooth smoke. And these are like, I got these a couple weeks ago, so they're have not aged in my humidor long at all. But liking this, I am liking this today. Other than dropping in ash so quick. Got the readers on. These are the garage readers, the little half Ben Franklin, so I can see something. Alrighty. Alright, that's not English. Okay, so the front is not English. Usually, I'm surprised. Or, oh, I see, it's in sections. Every section has a multiple language instead of having sections of the book to be in different languages. They have, every page has different languages on it. Okay. This is going to take a little thought. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bore with you this. Let me take the next 20 minutes and put this together, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys. This was unbelievably easy. Okay, it was not hard. And guess what? I had all the pieces. So, got your little work. Like, yeah, the cord is still got the wire wrapped around it here. Not a terribly long cord, but I kind of like that because I'm not going to trip over this cord. You know, it's going to get plugged into an extension cord anyway. But you've got this work alone. These pivot. Super long bolts. You can see they go right through the bottom. See that they go through the bottom. There's two sets of holes. I got it on the inner hole, about an inch and a half, 2 inches out is another set of holes. If you want them a little bit wider, you can do that. So you've got this for down low. This will be good for like when I'm working on my Harley, which is right over there. That'll be good. Of course, they tip too. They tip, they pivot. Nice. That's what I want to work like. They're gonna be bright as all get out. You can tell they're gonna be bright. These bolts were long, which was nice. You know, when you get short bolts on some stuff, when you get some of the tools, you get cheaper tools. When you get the little bolts, so if they come out a little bit loose and they loosen up before you know it, things are falling apart on you. These are really long. This is going to start wobbling everything else. You're going to know if these bolts are loose. And of course, these are just turn knobs to snug down with. There's a plastic washer in between, so you can pivot. Nice. Even the bolt right here. The bolt to put, just basically you're just connecting the little wiring harness to this. Really long bolt. Very long. So that's going to start wiggling and flopping well before it comes out. I like that. Well done, Craftsman. Well done. Now to put this onto the stand, it's your basic telescoping stand. You know, it's right now it's all the way down. Of course, it'll come up to here. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to adjust the height. That's why I didn't go with just a basic light like this or a single one. That's just a little handheld. I've got small little handhelds, the battery ones, and I've had them forever. It was time to step up. I'm going to be working in a room with no light in it when I pull the lights out of the bathroom, so it's going to be dark in there. You know, there's no windows in the bathrooms. Either one of, well, actually the first one there's no window. The second bathroom there's a window, but it's heavily wooded out back, so I'm thankful to get this. So basically, this is just a squeeze together little clamp. Did you see that bottom? Let me just show you how it goes in. Did you see that? You see that piece right there? So it's got a little, there's a notch in it. You can tell that's what it's going to grab. So squeeze that together. Put that in the hole, and it's in the bracket. And it's not coming out. And it's not terribly heavy. I don't know, what's that? It's 10 plus-ish pounds thereabouts, I'm going to say. So not horrible. It's got a nice handle on it, so easy to grab. The two screws to put the handle on, the bracket, were long too. Nice. They go all the way through the bottom, and where basically there's not a separate nut. It's kind of like already built into the frame. One less piece to fall off and lose. I'm just really liking the way this thing is put together, and that it's not going to have screws come out and just fall apart on you when you're trying to use it in the middle of a project. Very pleased. Not going to turn it on and flash it at you and blind you. It's only my cell phone, and it's like, so I'm sure it won't filter out the light too well, but very pleased with this. Gotta say. So I'm gonna be using that. Probably start next weekend, because I say I still got more demo to go in the bathroom. I've already ripped out 90% of the floor, except for where the toilet is. So when the toilet comes out, the rest of the floor will come out. I've taken chunks of subfloor out with it. The tile job that was done, previous homeowner, was garbage. Some of it stuck, some of it didn't. Tiles have come loose and all that. And they're like really the way they should have been, because I don't think it was really laid down properly. So we're replacing that. It's 2021 now. So we're replacing that with a new, modern, waterproof vinyl flooring, vinyl planks. So that's what I'm going to try. So I've done the original planking type floors. You get the what brand is that? I forget what it's called, but basically it's got like a picture of the wood underneath the plastic layer and all that. I've done all that. Then I've went to engineered hardwood bamboo that I really enjoy working with. That stuff is phenomenal. You had to put down a separate sub piece of like foam underneath it first, but I found that actually that's better. It doesn't dull your blade as well when you're chopping them. So I'm employing the new vinyl planks has the underlayment already attached to it. So yeah, it's going to dull the blade. So nature of the beast. I'm just going to what's in my DeWalt 12. Oh, I better buy a spare 12-inch chop saw blade because I'm gonna need it. 'Cause doing that floor is gonna wipe it out. I found that I would go through a blade easy for just one room. We're doing planking the when the underlayment's already glued to it and attached to it, getting through that rubber and it's like it just dulls the blade so bad. Way more so than if you're just chopping wood. So, but I digress. The light is looking good. So you can see, obviously, with the size of the cigar, it only took me 5 minutes to put it together. Super easy. If you didn't want a pain in the butt job to put together, this one is not. This is so easy and nice bolts. Definitely 2 thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.